before the world asks anything of you today. This is a moment that asks nothing. No decisions, no fixing, no rushing, just a quiet space to notice what is already moving inside you. Because sometimes, one clear line heard in stillness can change the way you meet every scene of your life. Sometimes a single line can change the way we relate to life. Let this be a quiet space to explore one such line together. We have the power to forgive, to trust, to accept unconditionally. These are inner capacities, always available, but if they are not used, they fade into habit patterns of defensiveness and blame. Psychology describes this shift from blaming others to owning our inner state as a form of cognitive reappraisal, consciously choosing how to interpret events so that emotions become more balanced and manageable. A simple shift begins when blame is withdrawn from people and situations, and responsibility is taken for one's own feelings and responses. Imagine a house built on a strong foundation. The weather may be unpredictable, but the house stands firm. In the same way, the outer scenes of life are uncertain, but the inner foundation, how we choose to respond, can be steady and reliable. Research on emotional regulation suggests that people who consistently reframe situations instead of suppressing their emotions often have a more stable mood, healthier relationships, and a greater sense of well-being. The question is not, what will happen tomorrow? But, how will I respond, whatever happens? You might be wondering, what would it mean to be that certain? One way to experiment is to silently take a personal guarantee for a short period of time. For the next 24 hours, regardless of what others say or do, I will choose stability, calmness, acceptance, and respect. Not, I am certain I will get angry, but I am certain I will remain steady. Psychologically, even a short, time-bound commitment like this can begin to weaken automatic reactions and strengthen new neural pathways associated with calmer, more deliberate responses. This is not about controlling life. It is about becoming clear about one's own response. From here, the mind often moves to deeper, more difficult scenes. You might be wondering, is it really possible to remain peaceful when someone is close to death? Consider a situation where a loved one is suffering. The body is not healing, and doctors say nothing more can be done. In those moments, there are two very different inner movements. One says, "Don't go. Stay for me. Don't leave." The other says, "I understand you can no longer remain in this body. Your new costume is ready. Please be free from pain." In one real situation, a daughter stood by her mother in the ICU, struggling with this very question. At first, the idea of mentally telling her mother, "Please leave. Your new costume is ready," felt shocking and wrong. As she looked deeper, she noticed how much of her distress was rooted in her own need to keep her mother near. Gradually, she began to wish not for her mother's continued presence, but for her mother's peace and dignity. The external scene remained the same, but the energy she sent changed completely. You might be wondering why this inner stance matters so much. When the thought, "Don't go, don't go, stay for me," repeats again and again, It can hold a soul back in subtle ways, increasing emotional and even physical suffering. Psychology observes that prolonged, unresolved clinging can keep people in complicated grief, where the loss is constantly reopened, and neither the living nor the departed are allowed to settle into a new chapter. Another possibility is to sit with them, talk openly, say what needs to be said, ask for forgiveness, offer forgiveness, and silently let go. Clearing these old emotions allows a smoother, more dignified journey forward. This is the same principle that applies to smaller, everyday scenes. If a simple technical issue, like a faulty microphone, is believed to be the cause of irritation, then attachment, not the mic, becomes the source of suffering. When attachment is mistaken for love, it blocks a dignified response and limits our own inner freedom. Life offers many such scenes, small and large, inviting us to discover our ability to choose a different response. One of the most intense scenes we face is the death of someone close. Commonly, pain, lifelong grief, and constant inner protest are considered normal responses. Yet, another understanding suggests that the soul has simply changed costumes and continues on a new journey, sensitive to every thought and feeling we send. If that soul has entered the womb of a new mother, what energy do we want reaching that new life? You might be wondering what happens when we keep thinking, "How could you leave me? Come back. This is unfair." Visualize that soul now in another place, constantly receiving these thoughts. "I cannot live without you. I don't want to live anymore." Such energy can create turmoil, fear, worry, and anxiety for the one who has moved on. Grief research also shows that healthier adjustment tends to come not from denying the bond, but from transforming it into a quieter, ongoing inner connection, one that allows both love and forward movement. If there is genuine love, the inner message can be different. Be happy where you are. We are fine here. We will take care of ourselves. You be at peace in your new family. Notice the contrast. One inner response clings and cries, allowing the pain of the situation to overpower the mind. The other consciously chooses a response that brings healing to the departed, to the family, and to oneself. The outer fact may not change, but the quality of the inner journey and the journeys that follow are transformed. This understanding even reaches into subtle spaces, such as the state of a child in the womb. When expecting mothers or unborn children face complications, the energy from the previous family can play a part, at least emotionally. If the previous family sends heaviness, grief, and agitation, the new life may feel unsettled. If they send love, blessings, respect, and gentle good wishes, the new child can rest more peacefully in the new home. At the heart of all these examples is one simple thread: the certainty of our inner response. When the response is chosen with stability, power, peace, and respect, external uncertainty loses its hold. The world outside may remain noisy or unpredictable, but the inner world becomes calm and clear. Instead of living in a chaotic and confused inner environment, a quieter, more stable inner world begins to take shape. Studies on emotion regulation suggest that practicing reappraisal and acceptance over time is linked with better mental health and resilience in the face of stress. From here, another question may arise in you. If the situations are so varied, how can the response remain so stable? The key is daily inner charging, empowering the self regularly, not only during crises. When this becomes a way of living, fear of the future starts to fade. People often say, "I fear what will happen." But underneath, the real fear is, "I don't know how I will feel if something happens." When you are clear about your response, the future becomes less threatening. Consider trust. Sometimes someone behaves wrongly, then apologizes and says, "Please trust me again." The hesitation is rarely about them alone. It is about the fear of being hurt again. So the real fear is not of the person, but of our own inner reaction if events repeat. If there is clarity that, even if something goes wrong, one will not create hurt, trust can be offered more freely. Again, the constant element is the response. This leads to a quiet but powerful conclusion. The only thing that can truly be guaranteed is one's own inner response. For a day, or even for a moment, it is possible to say, "Whatever others choose, I remain responsible for my inner state. I am not emotionally dependent on anyone or anything." This is not a slogan. It is a recognition of how things have always been. Psychology sometimes describes the opposite state, when people feel they have no influence over their inner or outer life, as learned helplessness, a pattern where the mind has learned to stop trying, even when change is possible. Emotional dependence is a belief, not a law. A simple image can help. A baby elephant is tied with a chain. As it grows, the chain is replaced with a thin rope, but the elephant does not move beyond it, because it believes it cannot. 2 small steps would be enough to break free, yet the belief keeps it confined. In the same way, we may believe we are bound by situations and other people, when in reality, we are choosing our responses. If situations truly controlled our inner world, everyone would react in exactly the same way to the same event. But even within one family, 4 people can respond very differently to a single situation. Each one is affected by the outer scene, yet each creates a unique inner experience. Despite this, all 4 may still blame the situation, and this is how the feeling of being a victim is sustained. From another angle, the question, "Is the world uncertain?" begins to shift. The outer world may constantly change, but the inner world, where thoughts and feelings arise, is the real field of creation. The inner world sends out vibrations that shape the way the outer world is experienced. It is not the outside entering in, it is the inside radiating out. When certainty is established inside, the outer world begins to appear more harmonious. This is one of the quiet gifts of meditation. A steady inner climate that gradually reshapes how life is lived. Many search for miracles outside sudden changes, unexpected solutions, dramatic shifts. But a different kind of miracle appears when, in a familiar situation, a new response emerges. For example, when traffic is heavy and delays arise, yet the mind remains calm, a small inner miracle has occurred. Something that used to disturb no longer has the same power. Such small moments can build on each other. One calm response makes it easier to create another. If this continues for 24 hours, it can be noticed and acknowledged. This was simpler than expected. Then, another 24 hours can begin. And gradually a new pattern of living takes root. Over time, changes become visible in relationships, health, and work, because the inner state is different. A simple image of a flower can illustrate this. If a flower is constantly surrounded by thoughts like chaotic, confused, and angry, it will weaken. If instead, even a slightly withering flower is met with gentle, appreciative thoughts, beautiful, living, loving, its energy can shift. In a similar way, the world responds to the vibrations it receives. To see the world as beautiful, peaceful, and harmonious is to quietly support that possibility. At the center of all this lies a very intimate realization. Who is the creator of my thoughts and feelings? Not situations, not other people, not the past. The creator is here, within. When this is remembered, even in a moment of disturbance, healing can begin. When it is forgotten and responsibility is placed outside, suffering deepens. One line can gently reorient an entire life. I am the creator of my pure, peaceful, powerful thoughts and feelings, of my right words and accurate behavior. From this place, the world is seen as a divine space, full of love, harmony, and unity. As this inner feeling changes, the way the outer world is experienced also changes. Allow a bit of quiet now, just to sit with these ideas. Notice which line stayed with you. Notice which picture house, elephant, flower, or soul in a new costume feels alive inside. Let it rest there, without forcing it to become anything more. The next insight will unfold in its own time. Before moving on, take a moment to notice how these ideas are landing in you. Not as theories, but as quiet possibilities in your own life. In a moment, there will be a short guided meditation, a few minutes to gently feel this shift from reaction to response inside your own body and breath. If you wish, you can stay and experience how this understanding feels when it is lived, not just heard. Sit in a comfortable position, or lie down if that feels better. Let your hands rest softly, and if it is okay for you, gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in through the nose, and a long, easy breath out through the mouth. Again, a gentle breath in and a soft breath out. Allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. Now, bring to mind a small situation from recently that disturbed you. A comment, a delay, a misunderstanding. Nothing too heavy, just something mildly uncomfortable. Notice how your body feels as you remember it. Any tightness in the chest, the stomach, the jaw. Simply observe, without judging. As you breathe, imagine there is a little space between what happened and how you respond. In that space, silently say to yourself, I cannot control everything that happens, but I can choose how I respond. Let that line rest in your mind for a moment. With your next inhale, imagine breathing in calm, steadiness, and clarity. With your exhale, imagine releasing blame, tension, and the need to control. Inhale, calm response. Exhale, old reaction. Just a few simple breaths like this. If someone comes to mind, person you are attached to or worried about, see them in front of you for a moment. Notice any thoughts like, "Don't leave me," or "Don't hurt me," or "You must change." Gently soften those thoughts and offer a new one. May you be at peace. May I be at peace. I will take care of my inner world. Feel how this different message lands in your heart. No pressure, no forcing, just the possibility of a kinder response. Now bring your attention back to your own body. Feel the support beneath you. Notice the breath moving in and out. Silently repeat, "I am learning to choose my response. My inner world is my own." Take one more deeper breath in and a long, gentle breath out. When you are ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Become aware of the room around you and slowly open your eyes, carrying with you just a little more space between what happens and how you choose to respond. Take a gentle breath in and a soft breath out. If this exploration of inner response and quiet strength spoke to you, you might like to stay connected with this space. You can subscribe to Within Stillness Space for more contemplative talks and short guided meditations like this one. If there was a line or image that touched something in you, a house, an elephant, a flower, or a soul in a new costume, feel free to share it in the comments. Your reflection may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you'd like this kind of reminder to return to on difficult days, you can like this video or save it to a personal playlist, so it's easy to find when you need it most. Thank you for pausing here for a while. May your next few moments, whatever they hold, be met with a little more space and a response that truly feels like yours.